Welcome to the High Vibe Moms Club, the podcast for ambitious women ready to ditch burnout, diet culture, and mom guilt so they can feel hot, healthy, and radiant from the inside out. I'm your host, Shannon Getz, and this isn't just another wellness podcast. It's a movement. If you're ready to raise your vibe, reset your health, and step into your most confident self, you're in the right place. Hello, my beautiful friend. Come on in. Welcome back to another episode of High Vibe Moms Club. Today, I want to talk about something that I know a lot of mamas struggle with even starting. And that is something that I'm also learning for myself, meditation. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, great, one more thing to add to my already packed schedule. Let me tell you this. I am not an expert. I am a beginner, maybe just like you. And I don't meditate for an hour every morning while sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop in complete silence. Most days, it's me closing my eyes for 10 minutes while my kids are occupied, or when I'm sitting at my desk, or even just putting the baby down for a nap. So why is meditation so important? For me, it started because I was feeling overstimulated and overwhelmed, like my nervous system was stuck on fight or flight mode. And I realized I needed something that will help me calm down, reset, even in the middle of all the chaos. And research shows that meditation isn't just woo-woo. It actually helps lower cortisol, improve focus, balance hormones, and even support digestion. And for moms like us, that's huge. Here's the thing. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. It's simply giving yourself permission to pause, to breathe, to notice your thoughts instead of them running you. Okay, so if you prefer a guided meditation, I love Emily Fletcher, Kathy Heller, and Joe Dispenza. You can just find them on YouTube. Super easy, quick search. I have a lot of friends and family that are interested in starting a meditation practice and have stopped completely because this is their biggest complaint. I can't get my mind to stop thinking. Well, guess what? Meditation isn't about getting your mind to stop thinking. Think of it like the ocean. I heard this from one of my coaches. If you think of the ocean, there's always waves, right? There's always waves going. You don't expect the beach, the ocean to ever stop producing waves, making waves. But if you go far enough out into the ocean where it's deep, it's quiet, it's peaceful. Nobody lives in that quiet peacefulness or what some call the bliss field all the time during meditation. What you want to realize is during meditation, there's always going to be those waves, those thoughts coming up. That is natural. That is normal. And then there are times where you might be able to fall into that quietness, that bliss field, but that's not without the thoughts kind of going in the background. Another way that I have heard this is think of it like one of the methods. There's a bunch of different methods for meditation. You can reach out to me at Shannon Getz Fit, and I can let you know the coaches that I've trained with and their methods. I do like meditation where there's a vision, but the one I'm going to talk about right now is mantras, and mantra means mind vehicle. And you can think of it like a mantra party. You can go to a party and you can hold your friend's hand, and that's your mantra. You can say that in the background, but just because you're at a party holding your friend's hand doesn't mean you can't talk to anybody else. Those are your thoughts. And so, what I'm getting at here are the thoughts are always there. So, for me, I like to say this mantra and I will close my eyes for about 10 to 15 minutes. I don't set a timer. It's okay to, have your phone nearby and just kind of glance over. And if you're only been 3 or 4 minutes, just close your eyes again. You can say that simple mantra and then just be aware of those thoughts. You can just recognize those thoughts, and that's okay. Those thoughts are actually stress leaving your body. So, in a perfect world, you will sit down and it could be anywhere. Literally, you can do a meditation anywhere. It doesn't have to be, I know as a busy mom, we can't just say, okay, I have 15 minutes and there are going to be no outside noises. It's going to be perfectly silent, or I have chimes just going in the background. I wish. There's a difference between when you do get, let's say you're like, "Hey, babe, kiddos, mommy's going up into the room. I'm going to do a 15-minute meditation. Please try your best to not barge in." Fine. You want to sit with your back supported and your head free. So if you do that little doze off, that's fine. But we don't want to lay down and sleep because that kind of defeats the purpose because you might actually fall asleep and then the time will get away from you real quick. Because as a mom, we can all use our sleep. But also, fun fact in meditation, your meditation is 5 times more restful than sleep. So if you were to just do that 10-minute meditation, it would be like a 50-minute nap as far as resting. Okay, so back to assuming the position, your back is supported, your head is free, and you want to start by closing your eyes, and you're going to take 2 big, delicious breaths in, and then you'll do 4 out. And after you do a few of those, you can do 3 in and 6 out. Once you feel yourself kind of start to relax a little bit, it's all about being present in the moment. So, to do this, you're going to want to really start to engage your 5 senses. So, even though your eyes are closed, you are going to focus on what you're seeing. If you're by a window, does it feel like a bright light? And then you want to think of your sense of touch. Is there AC going or a fan? Do you feel wind on your arms, on the back of your neck? And then your taste. Did you just brush your teeth? Or is your mouth kind of acidic? Or is there nothing, no taste at all? And then you focus on what are you smelling? Is there the smell of coffee? Is there no smell at all? These are the kind of things you want to think of. And then just putting it all together with your senses so that way you're in the present moment. And then after that is when you can, depending on what method, if you want to say the mantra, if you want to start visualizing, or if you just want to sit in gratitude and start thinking of all the things that you are so truly grateful for, the breath in your lungs, oxygen in your lungs, the roof over your head. And you can just sit in that quiet and that stillness for about 10 minutes and try to add that into your routine once a day. We don't want to overcomplicate this. And that's pretty much the summary of it. So you don't want to think, oh, I can't meditate. I'm bad at meditating. Because whether you have that shallow meditation where you're always thinking the thoughts, that's okay. Think the thoughts. Whether it's shallow or where it's very deep, where you go into that blissful moment, both are effective at helping to remove the stress from your system. And if you can do this twice a day, that helps to even alleviate more stress in your system. But start with just once a day. Put it in your calendar first thing in the morning, maybe before you have your coffee or your protein shake or however you start your day. Just have those 10 minutes if you're able to sneak away. If you do have an interruption, you hear the TV turn on, that's just one of the senses to be aware of. Be in the present moment. It's not an interruption, it's just a slight distraction in the background. You can meditate in a coffee shop, just close your eyes, put on your sunglasses. Even at your desk, I've done it before at my desk in the cube. I just turn my chair around, 10, 15 minutes, just be in the present moment of stillness. And when you are thinking the thoughts, try your best to just be observant. You're not trying to figure something out at the moment. So if you're thinking, "Ugh, I have to go to the post office on the way home, and I have to do the laundry, and I have to go to the gym. Do I want to go to the gym? Do I want to do that?" Like our brains do that. Try your best to not problem solve and contemplate because we problem solve and contemplate all day, every day. In this moment of time, just try your best to be aware of the thoughts, but not solve any problems. um, so I hope that makes sense as a quick intro to meditation. Like I said, there are so many different methods and avenues, but I want you to know that thinking is perfectly fine. That is part of the process. Your brain, it's like asking your heart to stop beating. Like if you are just sitting here on the call and you're like, "Hey, heart, can you stop beating real quick?" It's not going to happen. Just like your brain isn't going to stop thinking. It's just what it does. So, my challenge or takeaway for you this week is to carve out that time in your calendar, put that 10 minutes in, and whether it's sitting in silence or playing a peaceful song, just sit with yourself, be present, sit with those emotions, sit with whatever comes up, and just be aware. Don't judge your thoughts. Don't try to problem solve. Just be like, "Oh, yeah, gotta do laundry. Thank you, thought. Thank you, brain, for telling me that. I'll take care of that later. Oh, yeah, I gotta go get the new soccer gear. Thank you, mind, for reminding me that. I'll worry about that later." Just trying to be present. Think about all the fun things that you want to visualize for the future as if it's happening right now. And that's all. Pretty simple. And let me know at Shannon Getz Fit. Please message me if you tried this simple meditation technique, if it helped you out, and if you have any questions, I'm always here as a resource. I love you. Have a beautiful week, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.